Hello friends, in this video let's clearly talk about what is DML commands and what are all different type of DML commands. The commands which deals with the data are going to call it as a DML commands. If you see in DML, so we have three type of commands in the PostgreSQL. So the first one is insert, second one is update, third one is delete. So these three I am going to call it as a DML commands in the PostgreSQL. These three are looks like a little self-explanatory commands. You can easily understand what insert is going to do. So insert is the one which inserts the data. The meaning itself, the word itself says it's going to insert the data. The second one is update. The word itself is saying it is going to update the data on the existing objects. Next one is delete. So it deletes the data. How many rows? It depends on your choice. It depends on the developer choice. It depends on the admin choice. So some people calls select also data manipulation language command, but I'll talk about separately in a separate category. Data query language command. So it's up to us, like a select either to call here or there. But I'm going to talk about here these three data manipulation commands: insert, update and delete. So each and every command having their own uniqueness or advantages. Okay, so let's quickly go to the pgadmin. So in the previous video, so I created a table with a name as emp. So which are of having three columns. Employee ID is the one column, so which are of type integer, employee name of varchar of size 100 and location of size 50. So my table is having so these three columns. So now let's talk about DML commands. The first DML command is insert. So insert is the one which helps us to insert the data into, insert is a single word, inserts the data into a existing table. So in the previous discussion I created a table with the name emp. I am planning to insert the data into that particular table name emp. What is the syntax? The syntax is same as SQL Server. Insert into name of the table emp values. So I am not specifying here the columns, either employee ID, employee name or location, because I am planning to supply all the columns. If you are planning to supply all the columns, then you do not need to specify the columns, and even I am planning to supply the column values in the same order as definition. So I want to supply emp name, emp ID, employee name and location in the same order. So if I want to juggle between the columns, then I need to specify the columns here. But as mentioned, I am planning to supply the same order. First one is employee ID 1, employee name as so John. So whatever the name you want, I'm just giving some sample names, John, and the location as UK. Okay, so now next. So how many rows you want to insert like this? So I want to insert couple of records. Let's type the same. So rather than running multiple times, you can run in a single shot. Values. So I'm going to make it as 2 comma Daniel. So Daniel comma USA. Okay, next. So insert into values 3 comma Raj comma India. Okay, so now I am planning to execute all these three commands in one shot. So if I select all these in one shot and if I execute it, will that work or not? See, it will work with a small modification. So you need to end each and every line with a semicolon here, because this line is completed with this. That's the reason why let's end with the semicolon. Then this line is already almost completed for this entire row completion, and this is also completion. So just end that. If the line is completed, then end that particular line with a semicolon and execute all together in one shot. Let's select all the three, means I am executing part of the window. So if you want to execute part of the window in the PostgreSQL admin place, you just select that and click on this either F5 or you can click on this icon. So let's do that. Once you click on it, you can see this. So insert 01 query returned successfully in 122 milliseconds. You can see in milliseconds as well. Okay, if the time is more, then it comes to the seconds and all, but currently it is a very less time, 122 milliseconds. So now, 3 records inserted into my employee table. So can I see the data first of all? Even though I am performing DML operations, can I see the data either is inserted or not? Either it is inserted in a correct order or not. I can see it. How to see the data is, you can use a select star from name of the table emp. Select that particular line, only one line, and select this. So you can see either data is correctly inserted or not. Yes, of course, employee ID is 1123, employee name John Daniel Raj, location UK, USA, and it's correctly inserted. I can do the cross verification even by using select command. Select command is the one which queries the data, which retrieves the data on the existing objects. Okay, so this is the first DML command which helps us to do the insertions only. Insert command for insertions only. Then what is update? Update command is for updating the existing data only. Then delete command which deletes the data on the existing table. Now let's go for update. So what do you want to update is, so I let us assume it, I wrongly gave the second record employee name as Daniel. Original it is Williams. So I need to update now. So then you need to use a update command. So how to do the update command? It's the same as SQL Server. So update, name of the table emp, set, and what column you want to update. I want to update emp name equal to what name you want to keep. As I mentioned, instead of Daniel, I want to keep Williams. Okay. So if you run this entire command, it updates the name of the every employee. But I do not want to do that. I want to update the name for only second employee, where employee ID is 2. So I need to put where emp ID equal to 2. So you need to be very careful while performing update operation. Either you want to update the entire table or you want to update only certain records. So here in this case, I want to update only specific records. That is the reason why I applied a where condition. We will talk about in detail on the where class, how to use, where to use, what is the purpose of it. We'll talk about slowly. So, but let's not focus on the where class, why we are using where. So, where class is the one which updates, which filters the specific data. Now it is filtering only second record. Let's select the part of the query. Let's select the part of the window, whatever the portion you want to execute. Let's select it and click on this. So once you click on it, you can see update 1. So query returned successfully in 104 milliseconds. Now let's quickly select this select query and see the data. Yes. So you can see Williams. So initially I gave the Daniel. I got the correct name as Williams in the table. This is the purpose of update. Then the next one is delete. So delete, the purpose of insert, update, delete is altogether different. So insert it inserts, update it updates, delete it deletes. It is self-explanatory keyword. So what it deletes? It deletes the existing records. Either it deletes the columns or rows. It deletes only rows. Deletes rows from the existing table. Okay, now let's come here. So delete syntax is delete from where? Table you have to delete from name of the table employee. So if you perform this operation delete from employee, it deletes every record from a table. So I do not want to do that. I want to delete only certain. I want to delete Raj. I'm in a feeling saying that like it's wrongly inserted the data. I want to delete it. So that time I need to specify that particular record value. Otherwise, if I execute this, it deletes everything. Okay, you want to do it? Let's do it since I have even insert query is ready. Yeah, now I perform this operation. Let's click on it. Yes, I don't have any records. Okay, so let's not while performing delete, you need to be very careful. Either are you executing the full table deletion or with a specific records. Let's insert it and perform again. Yeah, how many records has been inserted? 3 records has inserted. Let's click on here. Yeah, 3 records has been inserted. I want to delete only the Raj. So where emp name equal to Raj. Okay, now if I perform this, it deletes only the record which says it is Raj. Let's select it and click on it. Yes, query returned successfully in 133 seconds. Now let's go here and see. Yes, you deleted only that particular Raj record. I don't have Raj. I have only John and Daniel. So this is how we delete the records from a particular table. The next one is truncate. So truncate also completely removes the data from a particular table. Then what is the difference between delete and truncate? So there are many differences we have from delete and truncate. We will talk about in detail with advantages and disadvantages. But here let's not focus on it. So let's select the truncate table emp and execute. It truncates, it removes all the data from a table. And truncate does not accept any where conditions like this. You cannot put it, don't execute. Let me try. Truncate table emp where emp name equal to Raj not. Let's keep it John. Okay, let's remove this double quotes. Yeah. So let's try to execute it. It won't work obviously, but still let me show you. Yes, you can see syntax error yet or near where. Okay, why? Because truncate does not accept where conditions. Let's remove this. So truncate removes all the data in one shot, like how we remove the data without where condition through delete. In the similar way it removes. But we'll talk about what is the difference and why now two commands I have for the same purpose. We'll talk about that. Select the truncate table emp and click on this. Now it removes all the data. Query returned successfully in 150 seconds. Now let's go for the select and see, do you have any data? No, I don't have any data. All the data has been removed completely, permanently from a table. So even truncate also working on the top of data, but it goes into the DDL command. So why we are calling as DDL command, I'll talk about in the delete and truncate differences session. Okay, so these three are majorly or the DML commands. It inserts the row, like let me add it, it inserts the row finally. It inserts the rows. Okay, it updates the columns based on conditions. Okay, so these are all three are major DML operations, but in this video I have used select just to show you, to make sure that we are doing correct and all, to see the data. Then again I showed you truncate also. So but I'll talk about why I call this truncate in DDL command. I'll talk about in a clear session between delete and truncate differences. So that's all about it in the DML commands. So if you have any questions, please drop your question in the comment section. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Thank you.